Well, good morning, everyone. I'm out here showing you the garden. I've had the water running for a good 15-20 minutes, and I'm watering everything in this morning. As you can see, it's been threatening to rain for about 3 or 4 days, but I get 2 sprinkles and it stops. So we're soaking everything up really good this morning in the coolness outside. Chico and I have been up. I've got laundry going this morning. We've been on a short walk. I've got myself put together and dressed. And yeah, so I do need to get some weeding done in this garden. And that might be a project that I do one day and just video me weeding the garden. But we do have tomatoes on these tomato plants. I'm just showing y'all. Let me see if I can get in here and show you some of the tomatoes. Alright, I don't want to wobble, but we do have some tomatoes on the tomato plants. We have some down in there, and I saw some on a tomato that's way in the middle there, from the top view. So when I get back up on the porch, I will video the tomatoes. Oh, I see them. Let me see. Okay, don't fall, Susie. That would not be good. Okay, let me see if I can get in there and zoom in for you and find them. Do you see them? They're right. They're right in there. I see them. All right. So, yeah. We got plenty of blooms as well. So this is the tomatoes that I bought. I think I did pretty good. Let me zoom back out. I think I did pretty good. This is the yellow squash. Not one yellow squash, but the blooms are there. They're blooming like crazy. And the zucchinis are over there, blooming like crazy, but no zucchini yet. Maybe it's just too early. We'll see. Good morning, everyone. You saw the garden this morning. It's looking fantastic. The plants are really big, and this is the first time the zucchini has done this well. And this is the first time the tomato plants in the last couple of years have done this well. Having coffee on the porch. Chico's trying to get out, but no. You told me earlier you didn't want to. All right. So now I'm filming, and now he wants to get on off the porch. It's like, no, no, no. So we have new kittens next door, born. Teeny tiny ones. They're out playing around this morning. I think I see 3, maybe 4. And they're hidden, so. Yeah, so I'm sitting out here having coffee. I do want to let you know that that seed starter kit that I got from Temu, it was a bust. I'm getting ready to, I didn't even put any seeds in it because that seed starter made me itch like crazy. And when I went and checked, it was made out of insulation. And if you don't know what insulation is, it's fiberglass. I don't want that exposed to any of my food sources or anything. So it's going to go out into the trash. I'm going to take all of it and just toss it into the trash and start all over again. They're all sitting out here on the porch because I wanted it out of my house. But yeah, so. So yeah, I am out here. What you doing back there, Chico? What'd you scare yourself? The cats are out in full force this morning. It is Memorial Day, and I want to wish each and every one of you a blessed Memorial Day. I'm going to get in there and get a video uploaded for y'all today, um, and get a comment in the comment, no, a post done for Memorial Day this morning. That's my goals, but I wanted to have coffee with y'all on the porch, and then I'm going to take Chico for a long walk before it gets too hot. So I've done my 2 days of taking the short walks. Now it's time for me to get back. Even if it's a holiday, it's time for me to get back. So let's get and go take Chico for a walk, and then I'm going to come back and start working on the things I need to work on. Today is Monday also. I do my house cleaning on Monday, so I'm going to be working on that as well. I do the sweeping, the mopping, vacuuming. I'm doing the laundry and cleaning the bathrooms. I do those chores on Monday. So, yeah. So, I'm going to get into the house. We're going to get Chico for a walk, and we'll get started on things. Hey, good morning. I'm hungry. So, we're going to get in here and we're going to make myself a 2-egg omelette this morning. So, let me get the things out that I need to do. And yes, I'm focused on the stove because that's where we're going to start. I do have, let me make sure, yes, I'm supposed to be tiered. I'm checking everything. I do have 2 eggs left in this 18 pack. I'm going to do cheese omelet, so let me get the cheese out. I'm also going to put salsa on it because I'm working my way through this jar of salsa that I have in the refrigerator. So we're going to do that. Yep. So let me get this stove lit up. Front. And get some oil in there. Still working my way through this pile of oil, big pile of oil that I had in my pantry. There we go. All right, here we go. And the 2 eggs. I am on washing the 3rd load of laundry. I think I'm doing pretty good today. It is 9 o'clock in the morning. The 1st load of laundry has been put away. The 2nd one's in the dryer, and the 3rd one's in the washer. So I'm moving through the laundry pretty quick today. All right. Got 2 eggs. I'm gonna do a little salt. Some pepper. Out one to eat with and one to scramble this egg with. In the oil it goes. Spatula out. There we go. gonna let that cook. I am making, like I said, a mozzarella cheese omelet this morning. It's a simple dish, easy to make. It actually is one of my favorites, to be honest. Let me get out a lid. Let's see if we can get that. I think this lid might work. Here we go. All right, I'll bring you back when that's pretty much cooked. Okay, as you can see, it has almost cooked. And so I'm gonna take it. Let's see what I'm gonna do. And over it goes. And then I'm gonna take the cheese. The birds sound so pretty outside today. And we're gonna put cheese on top. This is the last bag of the mozzarella cheese that I had from the food bank. It's a large bag of mozzarella cheese. And then we're gonna flip it just like that. I want y'all to see how much that puffed up. Off and down onto the plate. Then we're going to take a spoon, a teaspoon, and salsa is my choice of carbs this morning. Yeah, and I'm just going to take 1 teaspoon, put it over the top. Slowly I'm using up the rest of the salsa. The salsa back up and the cheese back up. Alright, I'll meet you at the table. Alright, here we go. This is the container that the eggs just came out of. I'll put that up in a little while as I go through my day. I am going to heat up this coffee. Give me 30 seconds. Still on my first cup of coffee. So I've been tearing through the chores this morning. 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. There we go. All right, there we go. So now, let me put this wine glass right over here. Get it out of the way. Here we go with our breakfast. Let's see. Is it even good? Is it good? Of course it is. I made it. It's another YouTube content creator that I love to watch. Aggressive cooking tutorials. I love that lady. She cracks me up. They're really good. Coffee. I'm gonna finish eating this. And I'll bring you back Hi everyone, we're going to get in here and make us up some hamburgers. We're going to get ready for cooking hamburgers on my indoor grill. And so, here we go. I'm going to divide this up into 4 patties. This is a pound of ground beef. I have put this in the freezer over a year ago, and it's time to get it used up. Y'all know I've been working on this, and so what I'm going to do is form 4 separate balls. We've got 4 separate balls here, and this one seems to be the biggest, so I'm going to move it to a little bit to the smallest. All right, and now I'm going to form the patties. We got quite a few families barbecuing outside today in the neighborhood. As I'm out walking Chico, I can see it. But I decided to barbecue inside. And I do believe this is 80-20 hamburger meat. Let me wash my hands. Excuse me while I do that. And yeah, these are dishes from this morning. The cup was from last night. The drink was from last night when y'all saw me on my live. All right, that's done. I have the grill over here getting hot, and I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna do salt, pepper. Where do I find the salt? There it is. Salt. Get the pepper out. Do some pepper. We're gonna take this over to the grill. Y'all come with me. I'll try not to make you dizzy. And I'll set you up on my Hamilton Beach indoor griddle. I'm going to take the spatula and flip them over as they go on the griddle. Something's on top of the house, probably a cat. And then I'm going to season the other side of it. This goes in here. I'm going to come in with the salt and pepper. Either that or the wind is kicking up. It could be that too. I did see clowns in the sky the last walk I took Chico on. And pepper on this side. There we go. And we're going to close the George Foreman. And we'll let this cook both on the top and the bottom at the same time. And I'll bring you back when it's done. So here are the hamburger patties fresh out of the grill. I'm really glad I chose not to use my barbecue pit today because we got storms rolling in that'll be hitting us in the next 10 or 15 minutes. So I'm really glad I chose not to fire up my barbecue grill today and use my inside grill. Let's go over and I'm going to show you what I'm going to make myself for my Memorial Day meal. One of them, because I'm eating lunch now. It's 1:30 and I will have a dinner later on today. All right, right here I have a cup and a half of lettuce. I have about 5 cherry tomatoes, grape tomatoes. I have 2 of the green onions in here, and I like to eat them just like this. Believe it or not, I like to eat it just like this. Sometimes I like to dice them up. Today I want to eat them just like this. And then I'm going to add in here, I had about ½ an ounce of mozzarella cheese because I'm trying to use that up. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with one of these hamburger patties. And we're going to put it inside the salad. I'm going to do a different angle for you. Right there. I know I have dishes in my sink. I know that. Don't come at me for that. That just means that I am actively eating and cooking. That's all that means. And I'm going to break this up into bite-sized chunks using my knife here. This is the lettuce that I got from a food bank haul. It was a gift given to me by a friend, and it was already chopped up lettuce, and so I'm not going to turn down an opportunity to have things that I can eat. And so I have 2 tablespoons of ranch dressing in here. There we go. This is done. And now I realize that the lettuce is browning, and you know what? That's all right with me, okay? It's not slimy. It doesn't smell bad. And I am making myself a salad for Memorial Day using what I have on hand, because I don't need nothing else. All right. I'm going to head over to the table and enjoy this. I want to thank you for coming and watching. I'm not done yet today, though. Good morning, everyone. I was getting ready to put together yesterday's video, and I realized something. I realized um, that that I did not end yesterday's video. What I did after I made my salad is I went and took a nap in the afternoon. I also just took a, a serving of some cabbage soup that I made um, a couple of days ago. And basically, it's just, I used up, remember the chicken broth that I opened up in my refrigerator? Used up the chicken broth. I added in the pork chops that I took out of the freezer, and cabbage and shredded carrots was a big bag I had in the freezer that I did a packet. I showed you how I freeze the cabbage and carrots before I started my eating plan. And so I took all of that, threw it all in the crock pot, and let it roll for about 4 hours on high. And it turned out delicious. Um, that was typically I would have done the pork chop, the pork steak over rice. That's how I would have served it. But I had the cabbage that I needed to use up. And so that's what I did. I was searching through my vegetable freezer and found that big bag of cabbage. And so I think that's the last of the bags of cabbage that I have in there. And so I just heated that up, and that's what I had for dinner. It was really simple. And when I make up dishes like that, I make up enough for 3 or 4 servings. And so that's what I did. And most of it is very little protein in there. Most of it is the cabbage. And so that's what I had for dinner last night. And then I had me some decaf coffee and took my evening medication and went to bed early last night. That's what I did. And so I want to thank you all for coming by and spending yesterday with me, Memorial Day. And yeah, just enjoying each other's company. But above all, I want you to be blessed because you all bless me each and every day just by showing up and watching my videos. And now I'm going to see you all on the next video, which I'm going to start today. Okay?